god. We've got everybody.
Okay.
We do.
Ready.
Okay. Then starts to go live. We are live, folks.
Hello.
It is time for another night of D&D and mischief and possible death tonight. In fact, probably a higher chance of death than we would like.
Yup.
Ooh.
Wee.
So, shall we get that wonderful, wonderful recap?
This time it's coming from me.
Sweet.
So, with the last session started, we started with Rexeria trapped inside one of the hotel rooms, and Zay and Koth making attempts to break her free. After stabbing the barrier between them and finding that it was started bleeding, Rexeria discovered the horror-filled monstrosity was past residents that had merged together. With a final shove of the door by Sim, Rexeria was set free. Continuing their quest to find more crystal shards, Victor entered the next room to find an entity with glowing eyes, telling Victor that he was the entity's next project to work on. Thinking quickly, Victor cast daylight while Sim and Koth ripped the eyes out of the entity, which had been discovered were more crystal shards. Sim entered the last room, and with some clever use of mirrors, snatched the final 2 crystal shards they needed. The party made their way to the final room, where Rexeria stepped in first to place a shard into the large floating red crystal and disappeared. One by one, the parties placed their shards in and disappeared until it came to Zay. Before leaving, she left one of her own Hexus crystals out in the hallway of the hotel. The party returned to Velport and spent their newly acquired money almost instantaneously. However, during the shopping trip, Rexeria slipped away to meet with the Varzans. After explaining how Zay made her crystal powers enticing, Rexeria asked how she would be able to obtain these powers and was quickly ushered into a ritual in order to see if she could obtain them. And that is where we begin tonight.
Precisely. Well, y'all were shopping and someone snuck up off to do dumb shit and drank the fucking Kool-Aid.
Literally.
Wow.
What?
When you put it like that. Damn.
So, we start off. Rexeria,
Yep.
you are in a very, very strange and foreign place. You heard a voice you've never recognized before. And feel this presence just eyeballing you, watching you. You can feel it's not necessarily hostile, but definitely could be if it wanted to. But right now it's more of a curious vibe.
Interesting.
And you, as a reminder of kind of the surroundings, the world looks like it does have plants and animals and trees, though it's all just crystalline formations. How the leaves on the trees look like they flutter in the breeze, just like leaves back home, you have no idea. you can still feel the connection to your body, though you don't know how to get to it. And you can feel that if you don't figure out how to get to it, it could be disastrous for you.
Huh.
How would you like to proceed?
Can I kind of tell like which direction I need to go? Or is it just I'm in the forest, but with this kind of like metaphysical connection?
You can roll. Where's my. Excuse me, pardon me. I've got the gremlin and the husband sitting on the floor. Gotta walk around them. You could roll insight, arcana.
Excuse me.
What else? Perception, even. It's a perception of a sort.
Let's go with perception. Ooh. 16 plus 8. 24.
Nice. You do feel a pull. It is in the more easterly direction from your spot.
Then that is the direction we shall go.
And as you start to go that direction, the voice returns, but this time there's a bit of a body to go with it. Someone steps out from behind a tree.
Hello.
And let me send you his artwork. Jose from a previous campaign knows what he looks like. But he steps out and he goes, so curious. This gentleman in kind of what looks like armor, but it's very dark, almost black purples, with some lighter violets in it as well. A crystal gem dead center, his eyes glowing the same color, hair bright white. He is so eager to join me, so eager to join the family, and yet not even knowing the full risks, the full details, not trying to meet me first or make a deal. So curious.
I came for questions. I got quite a few answers I was not expecting. I can't say that I avoided you. But I guess the process was a little streamlined today.
A little streamline, a little bit of the same, honestly. It's just the prep work that usually goes before the ceremony itself. That, though, with the addition of Dazarus, it helps things go a little smoothly. Or, well, will help things go a little smoothly.
Relieving to hear.
You're so willing to put your life on the line to get what I have to offer. Bold.
What can I say? I tend to crave power when I see it.
As well. I won't hold you off too much longer, since you need to get back to that withering body to keep it alive. Though with that, I need you to make your first Constitution save, as you feel a jolt of pain rack your system.
14.
All right. Lulu, that is not your food. I saw her go for a tortilla. She just went straight for it, like wasn't even hesitating. As well, I'll be watching. And with that, he just kind of steps back behind the tree, and if you were to look, like, kind of take a couple steps and peek behind, he's just gone.
Yeah. I didn't get his name. Oh, that was painful. Starts walking in the easterly direction again.
Why don't you continue to walk? Roll me a perception check.
17.
You begin to hear, it's very faint at the moment, but you hear a few familiar voices in a bit of a chant. And you realize it must be part of the ritual, because it sounds like the Varzans that were in the room when you took the drink are chanting something. You don't recognize the words, and again, it's very, very faint at the moment. But that's a new sense that's coming in as you continue on your way.
Awesome. Good. Something more to follow, I guess.
Make another perception check.
Dirty 20.
Nice. As you continue, you begin to notice that as you get closer to certain trees, you start to hear almost certain familiar sounds. One that sounds like it might be coming out of the heavy petting bar. Almost as if a little speaker was put in there, sort of thing. And as you keep going, you hear a few that sound like noises from different temples in the area. And you realize that there must be crystal links in places around town.
Ooh.
And through the trees, you're hearing those links.
Whoa.
Make me another perception check.
Keep hiding underneath the desk. 17. 18. 18. It's in plus 8.
Also, make me another con save.
Of course. 16.
You continue on your way. And you feel like you're getting slower, you're getting stiffer. You can feel your connection to yourself is still strong, but your body itself, you honestly can't tell if you are winning or losing this battle. In some instances, it feels like certain areas are just swapping out, but in other times it feels like you're just being taken over. Liver becoming crystal, stomach beginning to glisten. Is your heart even pumping, or is it not? It's hard to tell, but you know you're not dead. Not yet. As you keep on going, you do find an area where the chanting is quite loud now. Roll me another perception check.
Nat 20!
Nice.
28.
As the chanting is very loud, you know you're like, I've got to be right there. Like, I've got to be right around them. And you do a little spin, kind of looking around, and you actually spot the view of the room, almost as if you're looking through one of the crystal decorations from that room. Through, like, the side of the tree. Almost like you might be looking at, like, a TV screen, so to speak. But a very purple one.
Interesting.
You see the three of them chanting. You see Rolus himself kneeled down and holding you still as your whole body just shakes and quivers, and like it just uncontrollably spasms. More trying to keep you from hurting yourself than keep you from moving, sort of thing. What would you like to do?
So I can see myself now?
Correct.
Okay. Can I go up to myself and like try and hold my own hand?
So you're not in the room. You're looking at a tree. It's like looking at a TV screen.
Oh, I'm looking right. Can I go through the window?
Make a make a wisdom save as you try and push through.
10.
As you touch the crystal of the tree to try and push through, get through to yourself, you feel yourself get almost stuck. There's still space to move around, but it's almost as if other people, other souls, other entities, you don't hear them and you don't necessarily feel them, but you almost sense that they're trying to reach out to you and keep you as stuck as they are in
I don't like that.
the crystal system.
Nope. I mean, yes, but no.
Make me another con save.
14.
And then try and make another push through. Make that that wisdom save, that mind over matter. You are just your mental form, so to speak.
14?
All right. So you find yourself able to shrug off the entrapment attempts, the attempts to keep you down, and you find yourself in the presence of or your presence inside of a crystal skull you remember seeing as a decoration in the room. And from there, you can even more clearly hear all of the chanting. You can feel the crystal in your body. You can see that you're only like 15 feet away from yourself. What would you like to try and do to get yourself up, get yourself to get through this, get to yourself, make yourself push? You can tell you're not currently breathing.
Can I try and focus on breathing? See if it'll do something.
Yeah, we can either you can make a wisdom or a con save, whichever you prefer.
It's literally the same, so it doesn't really matter.
Ah, well then.
16.
As you focus, you do feel yourself finally take a breath. It's very, very difficult. But you do feel it. You feel your lungs expand. And, get that breath in. It's quite a bit long before you're able to get another breath in. They're quite timed apart, but you get a few breaths in there. What would you like to try and do next?
Can I try, like, telepathically talking to them?
What was that? You said to telepathically what?
Talking to them.
Do you have any telepathic abilities?
I have message.
All right. You can still use that.
Sweet. I'm gonna message Rolas with I'm in the crystal skull.
Thank you, Goober. You say that, and his eyes instantly, he's still holding, but they instantly look up at the skull. And, you hear him respond with, well, then get back in your damn body.
Let's go.
Did you try and make that leap?
Yep.
Make that, again,
Con whiz, Stave.
Con or whiz. Either one. They're the same for you anyways, that's right.
It's a 10.
You try and make that jump, but you feel yourself whipped right back to the skull. And you can feel your body waning further.
Let's try again.
Try again.
Fuck. It was a nat 1.
Oof. You try and make that jump, and you accidentally get whipped back into the tree. Like something has reached through and grabbed you and pulled you back.
Rexeria is literally cursing. Absolutely not. not what I wanted to fucking do. Going the wrong fucking direction. Let's go in the right fucking direction, shall we? Let's try again.
I have to laugh because this is exactly the same point where Zay had the hardest fucking time as well. So, make that roll again. I don't know if that was a good gasp or a bad gasp.
That sounded
It was
like a bad
gasp.
one.
It was another fucking one.
No. You feel your body weight even further.
Okay. Literally, the chances of this rolling another one is like so astronomically high. Texas, it can't possibly be this hard.
You
No, I don't know his name.
You would
didn't
be
say
able to
his
put
name.
2 and 2 together. Because you have been told about that Hexus. And he did say that you're trying to get his powers.
True. And he did mention another Dazarus, but it didn't sound like third person.
Correct. Yeah, he mentioned Dazarus.
Yeah. So what I said stands.
And you just hear not like a maniacal laughter, but just a like, oh, this is entertaining chuckle.
You know, I should have expected that. Well, let's try again. That wonderful con whiz stave.
Stave.
Not again. Con
It's now
whiz stave.
stave. Make
Damn
that
it,
stave.
no. 13.
You make it back to the skull. And at this point, you see that your skin is starting to crystal over, and Rollis is staring at the skull with a look of, what the fuck are you doing? Like, get in here already. like a come on now sort of look.
I have a question.
Yeah?
Did I get inspiration?
You did.
What does inspiration do for me?
It gives you advantage on a roll.
Okay. I think I'd like to use it now.
Okay.
Trying to get back into my body. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, fine. No! I'm using my inspiration. That would be a 15.
All right. You.
Because if anyone couldn't guess, yes, I did roll another fucking 1.
God. If you didn't have that, you would have been dead.
Yeah.
You're not out of the woods yet.
Fuck.
Mind you, you're not out of the woods yet.
I am so frustrated for you.
You make that leap and make it to your body. And It is the worst pain you've ever felt in your entire life times 10. Your body is trying to fight to control not only itself, but the crystal that is trying to just take over and consume. How would you like to try and tame this beast that's trying to consume you? That's gotten quite a good far deal in control, might I add.
Can I open my eyes?
Sure. You say you can open your eyes.
Just try and like lock eyes with Rollis. Like, hey, bud, look. We're almost there. How to fight off? Can I? That wouldn't work. Never mind. That's no. Prestidigitation would not work.
No. No, it would not.
No. Breath weapon's not a bad idea, though.
You want to kill yourself too?
I know, right? And everybody in the room around me. Let's focus on breathing and moving my fucking muscles. At least.
All right, make a. We'll call it, because it's like movement things, athletics or acrobatics.
Acrobatics. It's an 11.
So you aren't able to normalize your breathing, but you're able to keep it from getting worse.
Cool.
However, the crystal is still slowly inking along. You know you need to be one with it as much as it is of you, without it killing and completely taking over you.
Can I try to control the crystals? Try resonating with them a little bit?
Yeah. You could do funny enough, animal handling, nature, insight, persuasion.
Persuasion.
rolling off the desk.
19.
As you mentally try and gain control, try and convince it, be like, hey. My body, my rules.
My body, my choice. You can be here if I choose you to be.
Don't want to catch the dead. Thanks. And it does begin to back off. You feel your skin, scales, both, going a bit more back to normal. You feel a bit less stiff. Make me another roll.
A flat roll?
Another persuasion, unless you want to attempt something else too.
No, persuasion's good. Let's go with 23.
All right. As you continue to get your point across, you feel it subside, though you feel its presence still there, but it's less so a it versus you or it and you. You meld.
Yes.
Your body itself, you can almost feel as if as you got better at it, you could become as crystalline as you want.
Cool.
You now have a slight violet sparkle in bright sunlight. Like out on a sunny day, you glisten. I'm sorry, you are a part of the vampires now. I couldn't help myself.
Bitches, yes.
I couldn't help myself. But no, you do have a slight violety glisten because of the crystals there.
Almost immediately the horns go crystalline. Just
nice. Just like, yep, let's do this now, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Your whole body aches. You are drenched in sweat. You feel like you ran a marathon and some. And the chanting stops. Impione leaves. Lord Varzand just is setting off to the side, nodding. Rolas is still, you're kind of half on his lap. He's still staring at you, like not sure if you're like fully back yet. He's kind of just like he's in analyzing mode. Like, is she here now? Is she out of the woods? Do I move? Kind of like in a hold stance of, dear God, is she back yet?
So Rexeria slowly opens her eyes. Her hands go to her abdomen. Just, oh. No pain, no gain.
There's a sly grin from Lord Varzand, and Orlus chuckles and goes, "Of course not." Because now, I know that's tough. You're gonna need a rest. Do you want some food?
I am ravenous. Yes, I would love some food.
He goes, let me help you to the kitchen. He goes, if I heard correctly, after Zay did this, Zay went upstairs and passed out. I don't know how long you might last before also succumbing to exhaustion. But know there's beds ready to catch you when you need them, sort of thing.
That is so very appreciated. Thank you.
But yeah, he helps you to the kitchen and gets you some snacks. And that's where we will shift to the others that are all together in the black market. Koth had finished gluing some stones into his eyes. Zay had gotten back around to see what they were doing. Well, we know what Rexeria has been up to, but you guys don't know what Rexeria has been up to. So what's Glamour Koth up to? Do we have a? You are so you sound like you're a million miles away.
Yeah.
Like I almost didn't hear the hello.
What about now?
No, you still sound like you're like down the hallway.
Yep.
13 miles away out of the black.
What the crap?
What about now?
Oh, perfect.
That's so much
Hey,
better.
there you are.
Hey, I found out why I don't ask. It's
need
not
to
because I
know.
was talking to you from my H2C Vive in the back of the room. That's the wrong mic.
10 out of 10.
Vibing.
10 out of 10.
It's a great night, man. I don't know. Koth is content. Yeah, he's got new eyes. What are the others doing? He's looking at the others.
Zay
What's Zay
is
think about these eyes?
Zay is waving her hand in front of Koth. Oh wait, no, she can't. Well, she's like trying to wave in front of Koth's face.
Like a foot out.
Yeah.
Is the snoot beautiful? How does Koth respond?
We can see you.
Okay. That was my only question.
What's Sim think about the burb upgrade?
Looks to Sim.
Sim was probably doing the same thing as they like waving his hand in front of the face, like
We smooth brains.
see you as well.
that is so strange.
You act as if we had eyes to begin with.
Well, I fair, but I mean, there's still something in your sea hole, so like I had to make sure.
As opposed to the A-hole or the B-hole, the C-hole.
I think the A-hole and B-hole are the same thing. Just different terms.
Sometimes.
Oh, who else is there to look at the eyes? Victor, where are you?
Up. Thank you. That is great. Probably with you guys, because I can't think of anything else that I've been doing. I already wagered all of my money, so I'm kind of done shopping. Same.
Alrighty.
I don't know about everyone else. I actually have a question for Lord Varzand. So I'll be making my way over there. Sim, are we moving places or are we staying at the house?
I mean, we can move if we want to. I'm not opposed to it. It's a bit of an upgrade.
Oh yeah, because you have the mansion now. I had to think about that. I'm like, what house? And then it dawned on me. You legit have the Solstice house.
It's
Yes, a bit of an upgrade. Okay, well, I mean, I didn't really have any of my shit at the house anyway, so I'll catch up with you guys
Clearly,
at the mansion then.
all right.
clearly Zay wants Amber's room, doesn't she?
No, Zay needs to find a new spot on a roof. A new roof.
New roof spot.
Yeah,
New shingle.
new shingle.
Shingle.
Might take the old
Which
shingle.
For comfort.
Oh my gosh.
Emotional support shingle.
Yeah.
Emotional support shingle. It's like your baby blanket.
Reminds me of the home that we stole.
Well, did you guys know there's a shingle from Zay's first house that Zay's been taking with them over and over and over again, and taking out a shingle of the roof and putting the first home shingle in, and whenever she moves, she takes the first shingle back.
That's adorable.
So Zay, you're on your way to the Varzans. What are the rest of you doing? Do you need to do any more shopping? Or are you just getting your things prepped before heading over for the final job information and being shipped out? What's the plan?
Only thing I really gotta do is inform my creation to stay in the lab and guard it. Fuck, I don't have a bag of holding. I need to get one of those. How much are bags of holding?
I just put. Is it in this one? Nope, that's the potions one. Oh, I know I put it somewhere. I just needed not too long. There's the. Is that the right one though? No, that's not the full one. Where's the full one? Oh yes, there we go. There it is. So there is a range to the bag of holding prices because there's a range in their volume limits. If you're looking for the one that holds 15 pounds, or no, it weighs 15 pounds, its weight limit and what it can hold inside it is 250 or 30 cubic feet. That one's 100 gold. Then you go up to 500 pounds and 70 cubic feet. Then 1,000 pounds, then 1,500 pounds. So
I'll just get the smallest one. I just need a little space.
Just a little space. Okay. You are definitely able to find that.
I want to take a skull with me.
Ah.
I feel like that is going to be important to have at some point.
Don't want to leave Scully Boy around.
No.
Not when you don't know what he's capable of.
Yeah. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I'm just not sure which category this falls in.
Right.
But beyond that, I'm just going to have my creation guard the lab and get ready to meet for the future instructions.
Alrighty. So what about Koth and Sim too? Just kind of prep and get ready for instructions sort of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sending you a message real quick as well.
Who you sending a message to?
You.
Oh, you're sending me
Yeah.
a message about something. I thought you meant you were going to use message to send to. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I just have to decide which one I want.
gosh, how much does the skull weigh? Gosh. Let's look up.
Also, what was the capacity of the cheap one that I got? 250?
Yeah. No, not how much does a bulldog weigh, you freaking dumbass Google. Wanted a bull skull. Bulldog, freaking. Trying to estimate how much a demon type of thing skull weighs and freaking. Okay, was that one? But okay. Each horn weighs about that much. So I'm gonna say. Well, but that's It's a big giant. But this guy, this is also yeah. I'm gonna guesstimate and just give you the number of around 60 pounds.
Large.
Based on other skulls and horns averages weights to try and figure out that thing's weight.
So 30 pounds.
And yeah, that sounds sound good enough. Zay, you headed straight for the Varzans.
That I did.
You get there, and you knock on the door, or do you just like go on in?
At this point, I just let myself in now.
You just let yourself in.
Yeah.
Funny thing is this time, that's worked in the past. The door's locked.
Guess I'll knock then. Which is weird because also Marlia is also like always actively letting me in.
or someone's usually always there.
Mm-hmm.
You knock and wait a little while, and
How long am I waiting?
how impatient
I am
are
very.
you? How impatient is they?
Is it longer than a minute?
Oh, it would be. It would be.
I'm gonna look through the window and just misty step inside.
Beautiful. You misty step inside, and there's a moment where you don't really hear anything, and you kind of look around, and you're like, "Where the hell are they?" And then you see Impione walk out the hallway, and that has down that hallway has a restroom, a little like storage room, the small changing room, and then the ritual room.
Mhm.
And she comes out of that hallway and kind of a little startled, and she goes, "Oh, Zay, you left the door unlocked?"
No. I let myself in.
She just stares for a moment and then shrugs. Goes, "Well, I shouldn't be surprised. If you hear for Rexeria, she'll probably be out here in a moment for food."
Oh, I wasn't, but why is Rexeria here?
Oh, she didn't. I. She should probably let you talk to you herself then. Also, if you wanted my sister, she's out with mother at the moment. Not sure exactly when they'll be back. That's about the moment you hear other footsteps out the hall, and Rexeria, you are walked through to the table, given snacks. You, I would say, would not have noticed Zay at first at all, especially with how absolutely exhausted you would be. It would, it's borderline Rollis carrying you.
Right.
Like he would if you asked, sort of thing. But is not just going to assume at all. He knows better. But yeah, sits you down, brings you a drink, starts to head off down the hallways towards more being able to like see the entry room and front door. And kind of just does a little jump and a step back and points to say, and he goes, "How long have you been standing there?"
Long enough.
He goes, "Morning, afternoon." Looks out the back door. He goes, either way. Well, she's right there.
I mean, it's not who I came over here for. But I
Oh,
mean,
father's down the hall still. He's putting a few things away and then he'll be out. Unless you're here for Marlia, she's out with mom. No idea what shop they'll be at this point.
I heard. Thanks, Rollis. Well, Zay's gonna make her way over to Rexeria. Hey.
Do I notice her at this point? Huh? Oh.
You look like shit.
I feel like shit. That is very apt descriptor. Right now?
I told you it wasn't gonna be fun.
And you were right, but worth it.
It will be.
Rexeria just has like this almost shit-eating grin on her face. Just slightly too tired, though, for the full effect.
I can show you a place where you can lay down if you're not feeling good.
I'm sorry, I didn't tell you.
I mean, kind of stings a little, but Zay just shrugs.
Rexeria just looks up at her. If you say so. I hope I'll be better about it in the future.
Well, it's not like I'm not gonna know where you are now.
Really?
When you're
How interesting.
more when you're more yourself, not so shitty. I'll let you know a few things.
That sounds lovely. I would enjoy that.
Good. I know. Well, you eat and rest. I have other things I gotta do. And then Zay's
All right.
gonna
Well,
spin on her heels and go find Lord Varzand.
Oh, you spit on your heels
bye.
and see he's in the archway to the kitchen just watching you two talk.
Hey,
He gives a nod and goes, "Are we going to go over things for the job, or is that a little later? I don't see the rest of you."
it's a little later, but I do have a question for you. And Zay is going to pull out one of her like regular crystals that she got before, and then one of Amber's crystals that were a different color.
Were the more darker kind of
Yeah.
tainted?
Yeah.
Um,
Is there a reason these are different, or is it because we now have Dazarus?
he looks at it, and there's like a genuine puzzled expression on his face. And he goes, "That's not due to Dazarus. What were you doing?"
Um, killing Amber Solstice?
More details, please. If you were just killing a cat, it wouldn't have done that.
Well, she had every time I'd cut her, she healed herself, like naturally, and then after a while, she transformed into this giant beast, and then I just kept stabbing her until she turned into a crystal, and it took a really long time for the crystals to turn her into a crystal. Yep.
That is unsettling, to say the least. Where is the body now?
Oh, Zay pulls out the rest of the body of crystals.
He chuckles and goes, "Ah, yes." Any other details about her? That you can provide, or should I just start sending someone to snoop around and get me details?
Uh, out of character. Do I know that she drank shit from the Oasis?
You all talked about it.
I think we do.
Like, you all had like a meeting about it, sort of thing.
I will relay this information to Lord Varzan.
Relay the information. Okay. Nods. It does take out like a little notebook out of a pocket and jots a couple things down. And goes, I have some theories, but they'll need some work. But until that is a little more figured out, why don't you?
Should I put these into the maybe pile?
I would. You haven't eaten any of them, have you?
No.
Good. If you don't mind, I'm going to keep them for a bit of safekeeping and to keep anyone from accidentally consuming any until I figure out more of the why. Maybe Hexus or Dazarus would be willing to shed a little light, but until then, I'll be keeping that in a box. Lulu, stay out of the garbage can. You tiny fluffy goblin. He goes off. He one moment, and he goes off and comes back with a wooden box and puts the pieces into it, and goes, "Oh, of course, they're still yours. I won't actually do anything with them other than maybe a little study of them, possibly a couple small scrapings to figure a couple things out, but nothing in the large." And as he begins to put them away, I'd say that's when roundabout the others would start to come around. Unless, would you all be gathering your things and going to the Varzans, or were you all gathering your things and waiting at the house for like Rexeria? What's the protocol?
I think the house, honestly. Probably waiting at the house for them too, because they wandered off, so we don't know where Rexeria went.
Well, you don't know where Rexeria went, but you know where Zay went at least.
So we gotta wait for her, at least.
All right, so yeah, you guys are at the house waiting then. Lord Vars and Zay as well. Anything else? Are you going to wait here? Are they coming here? Are you going to get them? Do they know about this one? He waves a hand at Rexeria.
I didn't even know about her, so they certainly don't. I guess I can go wrangle them.
He goes, if you wouldn't mind, because I actually do have things to where things would line up quite nicely. A bit of a easy travel, spa day, get a bit of a makeover, make you all look the way you would need to, and give you all lessons on nobility.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go get them. Expedite the process. And then Zay will make her way around town.
Making your way downtown. Roll me a roll. Let's have you make a perception check to see if you are actually
That was
perceiving
nat
what's
20.
around you or not.
It is
What?
28. 28.
Nice. Oh yeah, so you hear all of it. You are actually able to focus, not just mindlessly eating.
You're fooding.
Feeding. Eating. Okay. Anyway.
Brava. Yeah, Zay, you get there and they're all waiting.
Lord Solstice, or not Solstice, Farzand. Solstice is gone.
See Lord Solstice and just goes, yes.
Yeah. Lord Varzand is ready to give us the information on the job. If you guys are ready.
Well, I believe I'm ready.
Koth, we're going to the Varzands. You're coming along too.
Koth has been sitting on the couch motionless the entire time. The only thing you get is a single nod of confirmation, and then he stands up.
When Koth stands up, do things pop?
Yeah.
Snap, crackle, pop, Rice Krispies.
Snap, crackle,
Koth
cough.
Krispies.
God,
He's
Snap.
crispy.
He's crispy, all right. Or is he less crispy now because he had a good soak?
He was a little soggy.
Foggy chicken
Rice
nuggets.
He might be a little
coffee.
fuzzy under those bandages now. No, he was prestidigitated.
He was prestidigitated.
Never mind. He clean.
Is Victor
He
at his
might
house
still be
or
a
at this
little
house?
more reconstituted. Reconstituted?
He's
That's the term I'm
fleshy.
looking for. He's less dry. Got moisturized. Yeah, Victor, did you wait with the others? Did you go to your own place and stay there after telling your big boy to guard?
I made my way over towards the Varzans.
Ah,
Man,
so
we
Victor's
are
already on his way.
fucking hell.
Beautiful. Sadie just walks him and Victor in the Leviathan.
What was that?
Oh, I was asking say if they walked Sim and Koth to the Varzans, then seeing that Victor's making his way downtown.
Walking fast.
We're still more
Oh, no,
coordinated
no.
than Villain Corp. That's what... Thanks, Brenna.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll lead the two
So
that I got to the
yeah, you
Varzans.
lead the two that you got. So Victor, you make your way there. Shortly afterwards, the other three arrive. And y'all are in the same spot. And Rexeria looks like shit, but alive. Well, a little less like shit now that she's had a good hefty snack.
A good old sit down.
Good old sit down. Definitely still has some exhaustion to her.
I mean, yeah.
And you are all sat around the table, offered drinks and snacks, as well as images and papers are all sat in front of each of you, as well as little notebooks. And he pulls out a little notebook of his own and goes, "You all should keep it on you at all times. Don't put anything immediately incriminating on it, but do take notes. It's common for all the nobles to take notes on each other, especially when they're learning. Don't let anyone blatantly catch you going over your notes. That will be seen as uncouth and bad manners, as they all expect you to already have everything memorized and to know everyone perfectly, even though no one ever does and everyone always uses the notes. It's well, it's just the way things work. Because you all will be going to Pruxfield. The city itself is a big circle within more circles. Its walls heavily, highly guarded. Each of the roads in, you have to get through a gate with paperwork. The centermost building is the castle. The first floor is more bit of where everyone can go, where you might go to get paperwork, your standard government sort of offices, if you will. Higher up floors is where things get interesting, where the nobles can wander around, have teas, or other gatherings. A couple different ballroom floors, as well as where some families will stay on specific events if they're not borrowing one of the other nobles' mansions. Yes, there are 4 mansions. There are currently 7 families, as one of them has vacated due to an unfortunate circumstance. This unfortunate circumstance has to do with a botched job gone wrong in the Thieves Guild on that continent. The family themselves, who fortunately, or fortunately, however you wish to see it, the lady lost her husband. He was the one that ran everything. She really didn't have much to do with it other than raising the kids. Everyone else kind of sensed this, and there's been a vie for power. Well, what they plan on doing is moving up one of the lower lords into the higher position and move in a new lord and lady of a noble family. There are nice restaurants, nice shops to go around and visit and even mingle. There are courtyards. Each courtyard is really free for any of the nobles to go onto, but each noble has their own that they upkeep, like their own section. It's a bit of a show of wealth in how they keep up their own section. You all will be housed in one of the wings of the mansion that was previously Viscount Riddle and Viscountess Yovri's home. Since Riddle was murdered. Though officially he died of an allergic reaction, an unknown food allergy. If anything asks about it or anyone talks about it, that is what is said. Viscountess Yovri again stepped down, took the kids, is living on a nice bit of land that will be hers and her family's, well, for as long as they want it. But that mansion Everyone who is vying for a new spot is going to be staying there. So you will not be alone. You will have a wing of the mansion to yourself, to get a little bit of privacy. But the true privacy will be in knowing where to access the Thieves Guild. If you need to talk about something seriously private. But before getting into that, I have set up for you all a bit of a hefty wash, a bit of a trim and shave, and I have a wonderful seamstress makes the best clothing. Top of the line. It is hard to get her, if you don't know what strings to pull. But the right strings have been pulled to make sure you all have the upper hand. Any questions thus far? And he looks around the table.
How much time will we be given to memorize the information?
He goes, well, from today you have. He looks over at a calendar real quick, and he goes, you have 7 days before the main event.
And
When do we have to be there? Oops.
He goes, the second I'm done briefing you all is the second I take you to where you need to go to get all dolled up, and then take you to the mansion for you to begin to work your way into society. It's best if you're there a few days so people can see you all walking around. You will get spending money. It's honestly mostly a bit of a show of wealth and a bit of a show of not backing down. If anyone insults you, come up with a witty remark that gives you a bit of an upper hand. I'm sure you can handle yourselves on that side of things. He doesn't, of course, know actual insults. But I'm sure you get the intention.
do we come up with our own names? I mean, we're not just going to go as ourselves.
Oh no, you would not be going as yourselves. I have had paperwork made and do have names for you all. He goes, unless he goes, some of them can be easily changed and swapped out if you had something else in mind. But as far as the main family name, that is set in stone.
Oh.
Um,
I'd love to hear them.
He flips through a couple pages and he goes, yes. The why is it? Is you are going to be the Shildraz family.
Shildra.
How do you spell that?
That is going to be. I will put it in Teaguth Nobles. So the Shildraz family is the noble family that you are. He goes as far as names go. We've got a few of them for you. You can pick who wants to be who. However, a couple of you won't be able to pick some of them, of course, because they will go towards the ladies. So he looks to Zay and Rexeria and goes, we have a Lady Krishana and a Lady Torona. Whichever one you want to be, by all means, I don't care. The other three of you, it was going to be more family members, guards, situations. Who was it going to be the more family member-esque?
I think Victor was going to be the family doctor, if I recall.
Yes, because the rest of you, it's basically like a family plus. I get to, or you can, he kind of shows out the paperwork and goes, this is the important pieces. This is what either, he points to Rexeria and say, either of you will need to have on you. It's basically like your, it's basically like, because it's your entrance papers, so to speak. When you get to the mansion, you will hold out that paperwork. They will look over it. What they have on their papers is the family name as well as the two ladies' names, and that they will be accompanied by um, other family or uh, family hire. But on this paperwork here, we'll need it written on what their names are. I do have some suggestions, though you don't have to take them. That is up to you on that point. Um, but the more royal family that you're slipping into needed to have specific names for important reasons. Oh God, Lulu, why? I would like to be able to breathe. Holy shnikes, God. Fucking hell.
Where aren't Koth, Victor, and Sim allowed to be? Like, what instances would Rexeria and I be alone?
They will not be allowed into the main meetings. There are side meetings for those who are in the family or family hire um, to talk, debate, eat as well, while the lords, ladies, counts, dukes, all that have their meeting. There's a side. Just as important, but in a different way. It's more so while all the noble heads of the households will say, um, suss each other out, see who can help who where. The others are more trying to get the inside scoop, if you will. It's an easier time getting the second in command or the younger sibling who doesn't get to be the head of the household to sing like a little bird and share secrets than it is for the actual head of the household. There will be a couple of those meetings before the final event. Any of the balls, which there will be a couple held, it would be good for you to go to them, not necessarily mandatory, but would look better if you did. That all of you can go to. They don't leave anyone out of those.
What kind of detection magic is used here?
There tends to be because just don't use anything too powerful.
Define
A little
too
bit of
powerful.
prestidigitation here or there, or a little bit of magic to make yourself look a bit better. That's common practice. Anything more than that at these events can possibly trigger things.
Things like invisibility would potentially trigger.
Invisibility is one that is quite looked down on, and when spotted, because it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when. Um, it would not be pretty. There are better. God, there we go. There are better ways to snoop and get around that are, well, frowned upon if you blatantly get caught, but expected. And thus, if you don't get caught or get caught by someone who you've gotten on the good side of, they won't give a shit. Yeah, but have you been talking and forgot to unmute yourself? You're still muted, by the way. Okay. He goes on to the families. You have the Duke and Duchess Makata. They own the sands. Not just the oasis, but they hold ties and hold on with a vice grip to the desert itself. They are the few people that can travel around it with ease, without getting hopelessly lost and dying of dehydration. The Duke's name is Akari. The Duchess is Petu. They have quite a few children, though they won't be there. I don't think they have ever brought their children to any events. But they themselves will be there. They like doing business. If they have business to deal with, it will be done privately. If you want to speak with them while they're out and about, you'll be able to get their ear. But to have a true, full conversation, they're more about scheduling a time for that. Very private and very guarded. The next would be the Marquis and Marquise, the Duluth, Brender. He is quite the hothead. You can take that as a joke if you want to. He won't and will get angry about it. Very, very fiery. Though tries to be calm, can be very sweet and nice. um, has a soft spot for his sweet wife, Fada. She came from Lunal. That's where her background lies. They are both the current keepers of the Obsidian Pass. They guard and run the passageways through the mountains of that area, as well as are the true keepers of the Obsidian Mines over there. Knowing that information holds a lot of weight. You don't just tell that to anyone. That is a card to keep to yourself, but to possibly slip to them that they know that they are the ones that truly pull the strings on those mines. And you will have their vote. It's a card that hopefully you won't have to use and just can get them on your good side without using it. But if you need to, do it. That's why I'm giving you that information anyways. Because now the Count and the Countess, the Count Bordak, a bit of a pushover, it's the Renworth family. More muscle than brains on that one. It is the wife, the Countess, who truly runs things, Lethia. She is of the Black Court. She runs the Darkmire jungles and holds it with a vice grip like no other ruler has had before. I make trade with her with that very, very important and major export of Clotvine serum. They, Lethia thinks every move through. She is smart. She's ruthless. Very good leader. Next, you have the Baron and Baroness, the Thunderclaw family, Xavier and Summer. They are holders of North Prux, which is the lands above Pruxfield to the north. They watch over and keep all those people in line. Those lands are technically theirs by the royal decree. Technically, the royals have the say on who owns what land and can just tell you don't own it anymore and have the power to shift things around. Currently, the royals, the Thunderclaw family, have North Prux. They, like I said, control those lands, keep the people in line. Quite tame family, if you will. They don't tend to fuss with the people. They let the people do their own thing. But the people don't seem to reach out for any more. So it's stable, to say the least. Now, one of the families that's trying to work their way up, which the Thunderclaws are one of those who is trying to work their way up from Baron to Viscount. It's almost a bit of a shift. The Duke, Marquis, and Count, they're staying in their positions. They're not moving anywhere. That's not changing. But the Baron and the other lords have a chance to move their way up into the Viscount position. Which is the position that you're basically trying to get the position of whoever moves up. So you could end up having North Brooks, South Brooks, the port city of Talea, which is and its surrounding province, which would be quite beneficial. Or there is a eastern port city that is also basically up for grabs. But back to the people. Lord Tardova, Devalur, Lord, he, very book learned is that one. Lady Brianna, very sweet, very nice. They handle South Brooks. Then you have Lord Nindral. He is one of those that, very jovial, likes to buy and sell, likes to talk when he gets drunk. Lady Cordelia, she is sweet as can be. They have a few kids. They are quite a lovely family, actually. Their current rule is over the port city Talea and the surrounding province, and they're doing quite a swell job at it. Then you have the Twinklebink family, Lord Crud and Lord Dorian. Adorable couple. One's an owl and the other an Aarakocra. Have a few adopted kids. They're quite sweet. They are the eastern port city, a bit smaller of a province. But they rule it well. The people in their lands are happy and looks quite well. But that is all of them. And you are trying to vie for whoever moves up the spot that they leave open. You're trying to vie for that spot. You're trying to become the new Lord and Lady. Well, in this case, Lady and Lady. Yes, so. Questions, concerns, any people you want a little more information on? Um, any specifics you're looking for?
None that I can think of right now.
I'm in a similar boat.
It's a lot of information to digest.
Because I know it is quite a bit of information, but that's what these pictures, names, little note cards, those you will get to take with you. However, don't take more than the little notebook that you jot down any personal notes that you might want in it. Leave the rest in your rooms. Yes, you do know curtsying or bowing. I would hope, at least.
Oh, yes.
So, there has been rumor that at one of the events that, as well as the uh, final residing of the title changes, the king and queen will be out and about. If you happen to be able to get either of their ear and get on their good side, you won't have to worry about what any of the nobles say. Once they've made their decision, the decision is final. So if you happen to be able to get to one of them and have them end up with a hefty enough opinion about you, you don't have to worry about the rest of them. Doing that, however, is highly difficult. Yes, so, shall... How about I let you all chat? Look over things. There is, one of those pages is a slight itinerary of sorts that you guys can look over and discuss. As I am going to head upstairs, make sure I'm not missing any paperwork for this. That needs to be in either of those packets. It should all be there, but doesn't hurt to triple check, and then I'll come back down.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, gives a bit of a nod to each of you, and heads upstairs, leaving you all to discuss, look over things,
I have a question.
ask DM questions.
Out of character, I have a question.
Yeah.
Fuck, never mind.
Oh no.
Well, now I'm
Maybe it'll come back to you.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yep.
What did you roll?
Don't
That
worry
you
about it.
deciding which name to pick?
Maybe. Yes. Shut up.
Saw the D2 and went, neither of those two can decide, can they? Called it so hard.
Yeah. Nope.
So, the other pages that you guys can see and look over, one has a very basic, generic kind of daily itinerary, so to speak, which has written out that most of the nobles can be found either meals will either take place in their own residences or out at the more high-end restaurants, and like lists the meal times. It also lists the sort of generally most of the nobles will have a walk about the gardens sort of thing, which is more of a we're just going to be out and show off that we're out and like look really nice for other people to look at us sort of feel. And it's written out as a suggested good time to find the one of them and have a chat with them sort of thing. Because that's their more open time, more free time, more them just being them and might just openly talk sort of thing. And then in your little envelopes, your paperwork pile, so to speak, there are there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Sam, Victor, Koth, Zay, Rexeria, yes, 5. I can count, I swear. There are 10 tickets in total. 5 to one ball, 5 to another. One is hello, Lulu. Yeah. Oh God. Yes. What? Hello. No, you can't. What are you trying to do, my fluffy child? She has clambered onto my lap and has nearly wobbled off of it. 3 times since getting onto it. No, you cannot have the... No. You cannot have...
But Mother.
Oh, you know what? It is past your dinner time a little bit. I will make you your food if you stop trying to steal mine. Deal? She's like, no, I'm gonna try and steal yours too. One of the balls is labeled a masquerade. The other is labeled Fey Fairy Tale. There is notation of a couple tea time events that are just open to whatever nobles wish to show up to the event, sort of things. They're informal, but good times for gossip, so to speak. And what else is there? The notated on your paperwork would be that if you do end up needing for some reason to speak to someone higher up in charge on the Thieves Guild side of things, to ask for Yig.
How's that spelled?
Yig. And I realize on the map itself, I forgot to notate where the building is that has the Thieves Guild in it. I'll add that dot to it later so you guys do have it, as well as labeling some of the more of the buildings of what they actually are, not just the noble buildings. Well, noble mansions. But yes, on the Thieves Guild side of things, Yig is the one that controls the Teeth side of things. Who at least is the front man of the ones who rule things. What else? I'm trying to think of if I've forgotten any details. You haven't been introduced to her yet because you're not getting your clothes yet, though she's adorable. How about
I remember the question.
yes?
How's Rexeria doing energy-wise?
Like you should get a long rest before doing anything because you might not
Might not
have
make it if I don't.
quite all your chutzpah.
I mean, yeah, I was just warned that I might pass out randomly.
Randomly pass out, no. I'm looking up the exhaustion chart to make sure I'm remembering the right level.
Level 1 is just disadvantage on skill checks.
Yeah. No, you've got about a level 3 there. You've got 3 levels of exhaustion at the moment.
That's what I was wondering about.
Wow.
Them nat ones were a doozy.
Sean did the math. DK did the math for it. It is there are 5 zeros, 6.25% chance of rolling that 4 ones in a row.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway. Back to our regularly scheduled power hour.
Yes. Why don't we take a moment to refill drinks, go to the bathroom, and process the info I just dumped on you.
So much.
Let me put on. I'll put on the elevator music.
I got elevator music in my brain.
Yeah, I was gonna say, almost dying will really take it out of you.
Right. Where is my elevator music?
Oh.
It's in here somewhere. There we go. Oh, please don't be too loud. Oh, it's not too loud. There we go. Regularly scheduled elevator music. I will be right back, y'all. Get a refill.
I can't believe how close I was to using my new character today. Holy fuck.
All right, folks. I am back. Are y'all here?
I exist, allegedly.
Allegedly.
I am posting up with blankies. It be cold in here.
Blanky.
Blankies.
The seal is calling my name, but I'm terrified of going to the squish.
Oof. So, night night, Goober. Sleep well. Here is a fun part. Each of you all notice in your pile of papers and information pictures, there's also a bank card.
Ooh.
The way the bank card's going to work, because you're all getting an allowance, because you have to look the look, walk the walk, and well, the nobles, well, in a gathering of that sort, often do a lot of spending to show prowess. You will be given a spending allowance. This is a capital city, so you can expect things are going to be a bit expensive. Inflation and all that jazz. How much you want your spending allowance to be? How are you going to bribe the DM to give you a sweet, sweet, fantastic spending allowance?
I'd offer you a crisp handshake, but there's a screen separating us.
I was gonna offer a crisp high five, but the same problem. No.
I can offer you an egg in these trying times.
Wait, Koth can lay eggs?
I didn't say that it was from Koth. That's your assumption.
That is my assumption.
I'm confused.
Koth got a lady chicken friend.
Oh,
What cock?
He's
Nice thing in this
Because-
trying time. Oh my,
Thanks,
oh my god.
Oh my gosh. Yes. 10 out of 10.
Oh god.
I see your egg and I raise you a chicken.
Which
Which
came
came
first? Boys day.
Allowance.
I thought the jokes were pretty great. I think we deserve a lot of money.
Yeah.
We provided entertainment for chat. That's all I got. We're back, right? This is enough.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
We provided
this is-
entertainment for chat. Who's watching? Raina?
It's just
Raina's
Raina.
there.
Raina, you laughed. Vouch.
Raina, how much of an allowance should I give them?
Don't ask her,
Oh,
because
no,
she's going to
wait.
say none. Because she's
I
a
was
little
actually gonna
turd.
talk. And yeah. What voice said?
Agreed.
Love you,
I,
Raina.
Raina, you know I'd help kill off somebody in your party.
I know where you live. I will send Toots in a jar.
Toots in a jar.
Toots in a jar. by the time that it would get there, it would be so much more rank.
That's the thing. Do farts get worse or better as they age?
Entirely depends on the fart.
It'll just be condensed.
Condensed fart, like a condensed milk,
Condensed
just add
fart
water.
smell.
I've gotten DMs from Reyna for some reason.
Side.
Oh no.
I got a side question for the DM though.
Oh? Gonna ask it or you gonna type it?
I'm gonna type it.
Okay. Who's taking what name?
Rexeria is gonna be oh shit. Torona.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, I was laughing at what they typed. You're gonna be what?
Torona.
Okay.
They will be Cristiano.
That way. That's noted there. Good. Yeah, I don't know, maybe I should have y'all roll for it.
Persuasion checks. All around.
Persuasion checks all around. No, roll me D100s. All of you. Everybody, roll me D100.
Okay.
Gotta be in the right spot.
Time for the low rolls. Here we go.
Yeehaw, 68. Damn, I almost one off from the funny number.
One off from the funny one.
I got a 30.
A 49.
Hey, I also got a 49.
No shit.
Yeah.
Crystal Princess Twins.
Woohoo.
Who am I missing? I got a 30, a 49, a 49, a 68.
Tim.
24.
Oh.
What was it?
24.
24. Okay.
So we each get 100 gold.
God, no. More than that, please. We need to be able to showboat.
You too can showboat with 100 gold if you cut out avocado toast.
We can make our own jewelry.
100 gold is chump change, I'm gonna bet.
Yeah.
It's tip money.
Tip money.
Yeah.
Right?
Just a tip.
That's my round.
I heard that.
Let's do.
Add 2 zeros onto all of our rolls, please.
I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not gonna make it.
So, here's the thing. It's also going to roll over. What you don't spend one day will roll over to the next day. You don't just lose it.
Oh.
You are going to have 230 gold a day to just spend. That is not going to count towards your food. Your food will come out of a, we'll say, different tab, so to speak. Like that gets goes to the houses tab, so to speak. So eating out, you won't have to worry about that. Only when you go to try and like purchase things at like shops. Will you have to worry about money. The things you buy, of course, you'll get to keep. And if you find something that you just can't live without and you've got to spend some of your own personal gold to get it, well, that's your own decision. But what is that? If you wait till the last day to really like buy things to make them a banger, you'll end up with 1,610 gold. But again, the daily with what you guys rolled will be 230 each. So you can pool it if you want to, if you need to. However you wish to do that, you each have a card that will gain 230 gold. Each day while you're out there doing your thing.
All right.
Koth gets a new hat. That'll be important. Um, there. That's noted. What else? Yeah, I guess any other questions? Questions, concerns? Yeah.
Any slang we need to know?
Any what you need to know?
Slang.
Slang. Oh, no, there wouldn't be any. Oh. um he would get warned. Be nice to the buildings. They have feelings too. Ouch, Lulu, fuck.
Any other sort of advice? Out of character, that may or may not be cryptic.
um um
I take it the nobles aren't allowed to have weapons on them.
Ew.
His weapons are not necessarily confiscated around and about town. Excessive ones, maybe. Depends on how blatantly dangerous you seem and it looks. To the larger events, there will be people watching, looking around, keeping an eye out. I would suggest if you, Lulu, you are, no, you're not getting back on my lap, you're psycho. You used me as a springboard and it hurt, you're not getting back up here. What was I saying?
People will be watching.
Oh yes. There will be guards everywhere. This town has guards at basically every corner, as well as others that are on rotation looking around.
Are there
They, for the most part, just have nicer looking clothes on. That way they don't blatantly look like guards, but also they look like guards if you know what outfits to look for. As a way to make everyone that's there feel more comfortable. But in reality, it's to protect the nobles and nobility. They are a bit more on edge with looking people over and checking for things when it comes to events because of things that have happened recently. So just hide them well. Because, or in your two cases, he points at Zay and Rexeria, you can just grow new ones.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, they do allow bodyguards to an extent to have weaponry. So that will help a little bit. But you really shouldn't need it unless things go horribly wrong somehow. Which I would hope not. We're looking to get the placement, not utterly destroy things.
Well, I'm satisfied.
I don't have any more questions.
Well then. The first place you will all be going to is run by a family friend. Miss Kitchix is there. It's one of the places she works out of. They do hair, makeup. That's a wonderful hot spring. There you are going to wash up to get a nice glisten, get dressed up. Maybe they'll find something to do with well, they'll figure out how to make Koth fit in. Get fitted. She'll make some proper clothes. Well, proper for the occasion, anyways. And then you will be off to the mansion. And then from there, well, you'll be on your own devices. Roaming around, getting to know people. Hopefully getting on the good sides. Or bribe by they're actually getting on their good sides, bribing them. However, you wish, however you get on their good side, works for me. But without further ado, he walks upstairs, and you can't quite hear what he says, but he comes downstairs and has someone who will be familiar to Zay, Red. She gives everyone a wave, and she goes, I will be taking you to your destinations. I have been talked through where you need to go. And will be sticking around for your transportation. Gosh, I can't remember what forms she's seen you in, Zay.
Elf and tiefling.
And you're just standard Zay right now? What are you right now? I have completely forgotten.
I am standard Zay.
You're just standard Zay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be sort of like an uncanny valley. Like, she looks at you and is like, I feel like I should know this person for some reason. But he goes, the name's Red. She actually points to Sim and goes, oh, I hope that the project's working out well. Worked with you at least. Goes, but work with the Thieves Guilds. You all ready to hop through a portal?
No, I suppose.
Rexeria picks her jaw back up after having dropped it a little, and then just nods.
Oh, maybe you should lie down.
She's pretty. You can't blame me.
She walks to the nearest wall and places her hand on it, and a door appears. And she opens that, and it opens into a little kind of a little decorated to feel very relaxing, like entry areas at like massage parlors and all that jazz. How they got like the water trickle sounds going and some sort of pretty smell. And that kind of like wafts through. And it kind of gestures and goes, right this way. We'll get you all checked in and to the right places. And we'll go from there. You all will be the, well, other than the people taking care of you, and me, of course, will be the only ones there at the time. We've got it booked out for you.
Rexeria just looks highly impressed.
And ushering you all through. She ends up closing the door behind her after getting y'all through. And going, well, it's really up to you guys to exactly what treatments you want. Though I would highly suggest taking advantage of what's being offered. The clothing isn't optional. That all is going to be made to that's going to be made to fit in royalty wise. Make you look like the pompous royals you're trying to look like. However, I feel like the most difficult one to work with is going to be how to keep, she looks at Koth, you together, whilst also unraveling those outer bits to put something on. And she looks to Koth and goes, have you ever been wrapped before?
Not that we can recall.
What about maybe new layers on top? We don't want you falling apart, that's for sure. But we also need you a little less dead looking and a little more approachable.
We are a conundrum.
Conundrum worth figuring out, though. We got this. We'll figure this out. You're gonna be a bodyguard anyway, so they can look, tough and mysterious. They just gotta have a nice little bit of rounded layer of pizzazz.
Koth's gonna stop slouching and just like stand up to his full 6'8" height.
How short is Koth when he is full slouch mode?
That's a good question. Like, he curves the hell out of his spine. I'd say a good 4 or 5 inches.
Like lower. And how tall is he when he's standing at his full again?
6'8".
6'8"?
Yeah.
Red goes from having to look up to having to look up even farther. Red's short. she looks and goes, oh, well, that definitely helps. That'll so can you stand up straight like that with more clothes on? Like if they do like a bit more padded, a few different layers of clothes on you. You know, you got your undershirt, your vest, your jacket.
Thank you, Zay, for that.
Yes. Beautiful. No, that is exactly going to be Koth when they're all done with him.
As long as it's not armor, we can wear it.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't be putting armor on. Yeah, no. I love that gift so much.
I just have Gangsta's Paradise in the background of my head when that plays.
That's gonna be Koth when they're all done with them.
Absolutely.
Give him like turns out Koth's beauty treatment is like freaking plasma injections and like opening certain parts of the wrappings to shove in new what do they call the like
we need an emboweler.
cartilagey cushion bits between your bones?
Cartilage?
Nude. Is it just cartilage? Okay.
Squish.
Couldn't remember if there were like other terms too that I was missing. But like give Koth a new cartilage between the bones so he's not popping all the time.
He's like the Tin Man.
Apply some grease to his joints so he stops creaking as much.
Yeah. Apply some different salves, rewrap them up. Add some frankincense and myrrh to the underlayers.
Can we replace body parts with prosthetic parts?
We don't know how Koth is built. We don't want to do too much.
Yet.
There's already a gajillion of them in there.
There's some spells that could bring back his body, theoretically. You could find out what he was like before he was beef jerky-ified.
Ooh.
Jerky-ified. But like...
Built Koth tough.
Would those spells also yeet all but one of the souls that's in there, theoretically? Or would it then make... Lulu, I swear to God, you cannot be on my lap when you're in psycho mode. Just running around like a mad cat on catnip and expects me to let her. No, you cannot go up there, Lulu. Lulu. No. I feel like cats, like just your house cat, is like your average, the way your average like tabaxi child acts. Like that is just one of the phases that they go through. Is house cat psycho hours. Um. Yeah, Koth ever wanting to do one of those two experiments, it's gonna be up to Koth. But yeah, they do some reconstituting, make him creak less, make him bend easier. He doesn't feel as much like a broken old grandpa no more. Feels like a spry youngin' again.
Back up to that full walking speed.
Full walking speed. Don't have to do that grandpa shuffle no more. It'll wear off though eventually.
Shit.
You have to come up in for new treatments.
Take him back to the shop.
Take him back to the shop.
Koth is just an old car.
It's got fluids working.
Koth, you're gonna cost us all 230 of our gold. I'm interested to know what upscale Victor is.
Yeah, what sort of
I have a nicer suit. It's no longer slightly frayed. Where the fuck is my chicken strip? Yeah, other than that, just slightly nicer suit.
Sim, what sort of beauty regimen of sorts, as well as like you know Victor's they and Rexeria. What regimens would you let them run you through?
Oh, Simp probably let him just do whatever they wanted to make him into a bodyguard, because he'd probably just like puff up a little bit and be like, all right, go at it.
Puff up, puff up.
Like blow on his thumb.
A color that they would never expect a bodyguard to be. Pink.
And Victor, they you definitely would get like some suit options. Um, simpler ones since you were like the family doctor sort of thing. Chicken strips. I love that picture. Zay and Rexeria. Would you two end up doing some of your things together?
I'm of the mind of probably. Most
Yep.
likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of a
Beautiful, beautiful.
matching color scheme
Probably.
vibe, sort of.
Yes. And just like quizzing each
Matching
other on
colors.
all of the information they just got.
Definitely. So,
Maybe.
Well,
I picture during the hot springs bath portion, Rexeria just falls asleep for a while.
Oh God.
Zay's just
So
sitting.
dangerous.
Zay's just sitting with her, like keeping her upright.
Yes.
Y'all get massages and facials, and Rexeria falls asleep during those too. Like,
Yeah. She just gets gently patted. Like, excuse me, miss, are you awake? What?
Wow,
Huh?
she's
Oh, it's
so
over.
relaxed.
Okay.
just so relaxed. But yeah, you do all finally get to like the clothing portion. And you get shown into an area that does have a lot of very much so higher end noble clothes, a texture like you haven't felt before. And when you're walked into that area, at first you just hear some humming. And then you see a long leg from farther back wave. Before this woman stands up on all 8 legs and comes over, and she goes, oh, wonderful, wonderful, you're all here. It is time to make sure I have everything set out in proper sizes and how you would like, and make it to where I have proper outfits for you for later on in week. Like the balls, I will be making your dresses and outfits for all of you. For those, it is mandatory. It is not optional. Those clothes will be from me and no one else. You try wear something else, you will be mocked and laughed at. You wear my clothes.
Yes, ma'am.
She goes, good. I am the best, and everything is made from me by scratch. What you feel? She goes, no, touch, feel free. That is my silk. I weave it, I spin it, I sew with it, I make your clothes with it. You will catch everyone's eye in a good way when you wear clothes by me. They will know.
Well, all right then.
Because, well, you are in town. I will be there because I do have other orders from a couple other families. So my shop there will be open. You can come to me anytime you need something new outfit wise, or something catches, you spill something, God forbid. Don't get food on your outfits, please.
do my
but if you
best.
do, well, it would just be a shame. And that is the area you would pick out your dresses and your day wear sort of things. That would be set out, and basically a suitcase for each of you sort of thing. Um, that less of a suitcase, more of one of them like coat hanger on wheel sort of thingies. Anyways, you can hang a bunch of clothes from it and wheel it around. And they got one of them for each of you, and she starts letting you guys, pull what you like over onto them, sort of thing. And when you're all done, a red ends up coming through and opening a door to a hallway. And she points out the different rooms and goes, this is your corridor. It's got an upstairs and a downstairs. Upstairs, it's got the bedrooms, one for each of you. You can choose which one you like. Downstairs, it's got a gathering room, a sit room, and a reading room. The dining area and the kitchen are shared amongst all the people that are staying. And this will be your home for the next 7 days. And she ushers you through, ushers your clothing racks through, make sure you're not missing any of your papers or your notes, and then closes the portal. And y'all are in Pruxfield.
Oh, well, oh, all right.
Thank you.
Zay looks around the house that they're in, saying out loud, "Oh, nice place. Looks lovely."
You say that, and the lighting fixture nearest you flickers a little bit.
Yes, that's right. Yes, everything looks fantastic.
But yeah, now it is. I would say at this point, it would be, oh gosh, the time zones. There. If you got done all of that. You're probably no, we'll say you're at like dinner time. Is what you're at now.
Well, Rexeria, want to go find a room for you?
You were cutting out. I did not hear what you said.
Oh, I said.
I was about to say the same thing.
Oh, I said, Rexeria, do you want to go find a room for you?
Yes. I think getting changed as soon as possible would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Shall we go find the rooms then?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just a matter of it's hallway. It's got 5 rooms. Peek in and see which one you like best. They would definitely all be like different color themes. Like one's more like a foresty room. You've got a beachy room. You've got a there's like a floral room. More of a
Koth, I found your room.
what's the term?
Which room is ours?
The one with all the flowers.
He's gonna nod. He's gonna walk inside.
Oh my gosh. It'd also be like a very like gothic sort of red and black. Oh, there's totally a room that's more violets. You're gonna have to fight over that one. I mean, that is if you want a room.
She points to the violet room.
Wait, what?
Rochambeau over this room, the violet room.
I mean, if you want it.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
She just goes in, makes herself known. Thank you.
You're welcome. And Zay is also going to step into the room and close the door.
The same room?
Uh-huh.
Oh?
Well, they're a couple. Wink.
So true.
True. That is very true.
Yes?
I thought I'd welcome you to the Crystal family. Zay's gonna pull out one of the tiefling head crystal She's gonna hand it over to Rexeria. You can
Nice.
you can eat that as a meal if you want.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. And she just breaks off part of the horn and like cautiously licks it.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I figured it might be a good way to get some energy back quicker.
I hope so. Thank you. I am beyond tired.
And also this. And she's gonna hand Rexeria her cloak of protection.
Really? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
I'll have to repay you somehow. But we'll figure that out later.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later. And I'll see you soon. And Zay's gonna back out of the room.
See you soon. Again, thank you.
As you back out of the room, and the others are like in the hallway. It was that we're in the hallway at the time, unless after Zay pointed out the floral room, did Koth just like go and sit in that room, or did he like
Yep.
stay in the hallway? Like, what did Koth do?
Sitting in the room, middle of the room.
Middle of the room. Door open or closed?
Door's
or,
open.
Like,
If no one closed it, the door's
door's wide open.
Yep.
Alrighty. Wide open. Koth, middle of the floral room. Perfect.
You're
Beautiful. There is footsteps up the stairs, like quick footsteps up the stairs. A bit of more exasperated breathing. And Zay, as you walk back out the room, this woman nearly collides with you as she's about to try and introduce herself to the other two that were still in the hall. Sim and Victor, you see this woman, very gray skin, very vibrant violet horns, as well as other patches of violet. That is very crystalline, but also kind of could definitely be mistaken as like scales. And black and yellow eyes. She kind of bursts up the stairs and holds out a hand, about to introduce herself. As she nearly runs straight into Zay, retracting her hand real quick so she doesn't just accidentally like basically punch Zay on accident, sort of thing. And like skid to a halt, nearly inches away from Zay. And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm sorry."
What's the rush?
Yeah, I was alerted there were people upstairs, and I did. Because my uncle informed me that you guys would be on your way. I thought you would be on your way from a different direction. Not the direction you came in through. So I was in the wrong area of the house. She goes, "Hi, I'm Calnice. I'm not here for why you guys are here. I'm here for other business reasons. And I am actually staying in one of the rooms in the castle. Though, if you need me, please let me know. I'll be around."
Oh. Your uncle is Lord Varzand?
Correct.
Mhm. Well, okay then. You
Because I
may.
am here for some shipment negotiations.
Mm, well, you may refer to me as Lady Krishana Shildraz.
He gives a nod and then it goes, "So, Lady Terra is..." She looks down the hall and goes, "Where?"
In her room.
Ah, well, I guess just let her know that a Miss Calmius will be around if any of you need anything. I'm another layer of cushion or backup. I'm just here for business, and I was told you guys would be here for him to do a job, so I'm supposed to let myself known. Yes, I've done that, and good luck with your business.
Zay does a little bowing nod.
And she gives a nod and a wave as she turns around to go back down the stairs. Sees uh Koth in the room and gives him a little wave.
He nods.
And she walks back down the stairs, muttering to herself. And now y'all are free to move about the country. Y'all gotta think about your first order of business.
First order of business is get Rexeria to bed.
Well, it's dinner time, right?
It would be dinner time.
But nobody really knows we're here.
Correct.
Except for
Well,
Not
kind of.
yet. We could go make ourselves known.
we could, yeah.
Oh, the
Grand
house
entrance?
knows.
Oh, fuck.
The house knows. Okay, fair.
Do the people in that?
The
Such a fair question.
your characters would not know this. The guards know. Because the house knows. You guys also don't know or realize. You guys know something's up with the house. You've been told the buildings have feelings too.
Yeah.
Interpret that how you will.
I was just trying to be nice to the house.
So is Rexeria. She remembered what the feelings comment was about.
The houses have feelings too.
Exactly. Compliment the house.
It's important.
Exactly.
You don't want to get eaten by one.
Yeah. So we could all go to bed, or we could go make ourselves known. What do we want to do?
Well, I'll leave that up to Rexeria because you're feeling poopy.
I will definitely say that y'all's like the royal pampering to get your complexions and your looks all prim and proper. We will consider that a long rest. Which would take a level of exhaustion off of you.
Two more to go.
Exhaustion, 2 levels. There we go. Great.
It's better than having lots of levels. You've got less levels.
I didn't roll 4 fucking nat ones.
Freaking hilarious. I mean, one of them you didn't technically get because of the
Yeah, one of them didn't
re-roll.
count. Thank.
Yeah.
But still.
Where did I put? Not important notes. Okay. I mean, it is very close to 10 anyways. So we can say y'all got figured out your bedrooms and
I'm assuming Victor wants the gothic red and black.
that does sound very Victor.
And then what's left? Beach and what else?
Beach and forest.
Beach and forest. Oh god.
Which one would say be more likely?
Neither.
Oh no.
Is they going to try and find a way up to the roof?
Mm,
That would be very strange if you got caught.
I know.
I can hear Georgie.
Yeah.
He's doing a snooze.
Yeah.
At least it's like a solid breathing snooze right now, though.
Yeah, right now, and not the.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah, no, poor dude, his sleep apnea is so bad. Anyway. I feel like
Shall we
Rexeria
pick
would
up?
bound out of the room and like offer for Zay to stay in the same room since they're going to be a couple.
Oh, that's true. They are supposed to be a noble couple.
Zay'll take her up on that offer.
Yeah.
Then, what room would Sim more likely pick then? Is he more foresty or a more beachy guy?
Probably a little more foresty.
More foresty, got them greens. Just be glad none of the rooms look like that hotel.
Oh god.
We step into the rooms. Aha, it was all a ruse.
It was all a ruse. Mwahahaha. Your nightmares come back. Next time we will pick up with y'all deciding what you want to do.
Fuck.
Either it'll be dinner time or it'll be breakfast time. Whichever y'all decide. But until next time, plan what y'all want to do. Also, as a reminder, while on this job, you can check out this local's Thieves Guild for any like local jobs. Because just because you're doing this job doesn't mean you can't do something on the side. But that depends on what y'all want to do. Say good night to Raina.
Good night, Raina.
Goodbye, Rena.
Raina, you're short. That's all.